Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm here to do a flip through of Lorrayne's journal. It measures 9 by 6. The outside is all covered with doilies and you know, different types of you know, little embroidery things like that, and then I stitched the picture on, and this image comes from Artymaze, and I used both her nature walk and I can't remember what the other one's called. Let me look really quick. She's got 2 nature digis, and I ended up using both of them, not really realizing that's what I was doing. But yeah, sorry, I wasn't logged in here. But they will be linked in the description box below, so it's not like you wouldn't be able to find them, but I'll just let you know what it is. I don't know why I can't think of what it is. Nature walk and back to nature. That was real hard. Nature walk and back to nature. So I ended up using both of those in this journal. Okay, so I have tied it with some seam binding. This is mushroom colored seam binding, and it just seemed to go really nicely with the rabbit. So I liked that. And then there's a little pocket here on the front. This doily is stitched around on the edge here around the bottom, and then up this side and down the middle. So, but it kind of makes a little pocket here. And you don't have to have anything in it if you prefer it without anything, but I put a couple of little tags in this pocket, and then a small journaling card in this one. And this is my Torn Paper and Ferns digi, and that butterfly was from Rachel Rock's Creations. So then when you go inside, there is some crochet fringe here that hangs down out of the journal, and that's what you can see down here. Okay, and this is one of the fabric pockets, and I did this the exact same way that I did the one that we put the tag in. And I added some bits of lace, and there's a journaling card in here that's been collaged on the front, and then there's space to write on the back. And this wood digi I will have closer to Christmas. I'm working on it right now, but I did use a couple of pieces of it here in this journal. This is from my Regal digi, and then this is from Allie the Cockney Crafter, and it's from her Chai Mocha digi, and this is Denise at Wonderbar Crafts Fickle Fall. It was perfect because Lorrayne wanted like mushrooms and nature type things, so that's what we went with, and this is perfect for that, and a little fall feel. And this is also from Denise at Wonderbar Crafts Fickle Fall, and that's one of the wood pieces that I don't have in a digi yet, but it's coming. And this is from my old paper too. And this is Artymaze Autumn Splendor. So I actually used 3 of her kits, but I used both of the nature ones, was kind of what I was getting at. This is from my Fall is in the Air. And this is from Artymaze Nature Walk. And that's from my Fall is in the Air. And then this is out of a book about mushrooms. And I printed... This is from my Spill and Tea digi, just, you know, a nice background page. And then this is out of Artymaze's Nature Walk. And my Torn Paper and Ferns. And then this is that pocket that we did together with the large tag from Artymaze. And then we collaged this tag. I stitched around it. I didn't add a topper because it is sliding in and out of this pocket, and I knew that it wouldn't fit. So, and then there's a little mushroom card here. And both of these things here are in my Torn Paper and Fern digi. This one's a little bit tight because it's close to the edge there. And then this is Allie's Chai Mocha. This is some of that manila drawing paper with the fabric stitched on, and we did that one together. And then this is from Dreaming Hearts Company. It's her hexagons. And then my Fall is in the Air. And Artymaze Nature Walk, and this is out of my I'm drawing a blank. I'll have all the kits in the description box below. It's just hard to remember them off the top of my head like that. This is scrapbook paper, and this is Denise at Wonderbar Crafts, Fickle Fall, and so is this. This is Dreaming Hearts Company. Some straw paper here from Rachel at Roxy Creations, and a large mushroom tag just tucked in here, and this is that little pocket that we just did together that has the 3 spots to tuck something into. And this is My Falls in the Air. And that's My Falls in the Air as well, and that's the middle of the first signature. And straw paper, Dreaming Hearts Company, Fickle Fall, scrapbook paper. And the lace there. And I don't know why I can't think of which one that one's in. And Artymaze. And there's our belly band with the little fox journaling card. I love the way that one came out. I love that burlap, those burlap leaves. And this is scrapbook paper. And this is from my Torn Paper and Ferns, Artymaze, Nature Walk. And then this little piece is the other side of the mushroom book. And then this is My Falls in the Air, Artymaze, Nature Walk. Another little tuck that we made together with the journaling card. It just tucks right in there. And I only did the, you know, the front pocket because it's kind of thin book page. And I was worried about having too many things in and out of there. This is for my old paper 2 digi. And that wood, and then Denise's paper on both sides of that, Allie the Cockney Crafter, and that's the end of that signature. And then we start the new one, and this is Denise at Wonderbar Crafts, Fickle Fall. And My Fall is in the Air, and Allie's coffee dyed, Mocha Chi, Chai Mocha, I think, I don't know, Mocha Chi, I'm pretty sure. I do that every time. Artymaze, Nature Walk, Fickle Fall, Fickle Fall. And then this is Artymaze, and I backed it with my Rust and Numbers digi and put a little bit of my fall leaves there. And then this little pocket opens as well, and there's another journaling tag here, and it's not topped because, again, it wouldn't fit in there if it had a topper on it. And then this is another pocket. That's the one that we did inspired by Eva at Bohemian Crafting. So that's in there, and that little paper clip's just basically for show. It's glued down so it doesn't come off of there. And some mushrooms, and then this is my old paper digi again. And we have Allie's paper and some scrapbook paper. Dreaming Hearts Company on the Manila paper. So it gives it a little different color. It yellows her paper a little bit. And Artymaze, that's one of my laces, and scrapbook paper, and Mocha Chi, Autumn Splendor, Fickle Fall, Torn Paper and Ferns, and some straw paper, and this is Dreaming Hearts Company again. This is in My Follows in the Air. This is from Allie, this is her Faux Fabric. And this is also from Allie. And then the center of the signature is from my Regal Digi. And then we have the coffee dyed and the Faux Fabric again. And there's a large pocket here with a large tag for journaling. And this one I did on my own. This is one of my pockets, and I just added the possums and a little tag and a pin. And this is straw paper. Dreaming Hearts Company, Fall is in the Air. Or no, this one is Torn Paper and Ferns, Artymaze. This is Fickle. I just say all of them, you guys can see and probably tell whose is whose, but there's a large journaling card there. This is a paper clip, so this can be moved anywhere in the journal. It can just be slid off and put somewhere else. It's just a fabric cluster made out of the same fabrics as on the side. that one with the mushrooms. And this is out of my, oh, it's the dog paper, Dog Days. And then this is Artymaze. And this is a large mushroom journaling card. And that mushroom is from Fickle, or no, Fall is in the Air. Sorry, my Fall is in the Air. And then we did this together, Mod Podge that big leaf on there and put the squirrel from Artymaze. And Fickle Fall, Artymaze, Fall is in the Air, Mocha Chi, Fickle Fall, and then we're on the last signature here. And there's some wood again, and this is that large fabric journaling card in the all fabric tag, or pocket here. And there's just a little cluster of fabric that I put a bulb pin and an old button. And then on the back of this, I just added this paper for a journaling spot because it's kind of nice on the darker paper sometimes to add a different kind of paper to journal on. And Dog Days paper there. And this is out of my Mushroom and Butterflies. This is some scrapbook paper. And Fall is in the Air there. It's mushrooms. And that's Spillin' Tea. And this is Dreaming Hearts Company. That's she calls it vintage, floral, and music, sheet music. And Artymaze Nature Walk. And oh, scrapbook paper. And there's a large tag from Artymaze, and I backed it with my torn paper and ferns. That's what this pocket is as well. And I added a Tracy Fox bird and some fabric. And that's Allie's, another one of her faux fabric pieces. I love that one. And the owl, Artymaze, love that. And torn paper and ferns. And this is my Fall is in the Air. Artymaze's Autumn Splendor, some straw paper, Autumn Splendor. This is Fall is in the Air. Autumn Splendor and straw paper. So but the other side of all those pages. Okay, and this is my Regal, and then this is that little flip that we made together. I did end up stitching around the front card here. And then there's the little tag in the back that's been a little piece of fabric, just a strip across the top, not sticking out. So that's a kind of a good way to do it if you're tucking it into a pocket that goes like these do. And I like it to stick out a little bit, but it can go almost all the way in, see? But I like it when it's out a little bit. Oh, and I added that little, that's from my price tag digi, and a little brad. There's lots of journaling space in this journal, so that is super nice. There's another little spot that has a, this is a window envelope. It's got 2 windows in it and a little tag with a squirrel there. And it goes behind, and then there's a tag inside with the deer, and that's just an image I got on New York Public Library. This is my Regal Digi, and that's from my Rust and Numbers. And then this back behind here is the Rust and Numbers as well. But so even if you take the card out, you still got a nice image there. Autumn Splendor. And got all these. And then there's another large journaling card there in that pocket. So this is a 3 signature journal, as you can see, all stitched in, and then the fabric is very cool here. So she is all ready to go to her new home, Lorrayne, and it'll be listed in my shop by the time this video goes up, so you can pick her up whenever you would like. All right, and I'm going to come right back with a few other things, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I also want to show you guys some, I have some Happy Mail, and I have some Etsy shops that I want to share with you. And I know that Gail just showed some things from Linda Price, But I also ordered stuff close to the same time that Gail did, so I just want to make sure I show it in case any of you didn't see Gail's video, because this lady does fabulous tatting work. And so her shop is lllangel, Little Lace Lady Angel, on Etsy. So it's lowercase LLL and lowercase angel, but it's all one word, on Etsy. And she does this lovely tatting. And she also has YouTube videos, so I'll link that. And she does this lovely tatting. And she has videos on how to tat as well, which is awesome. So if you are looking for a new craft to do or whatever, then I would definitely go check this out, because not many people know how to tat anymore. And it is beautiful. I mean, it's very fine, thin work, so it's perfect for like scrapbooks, journals, all that type of thing, because it's not thick and poofy at all. It's just very thin and fine. I would love to learn how to do it, but I just simply don't have time, and if I buy any more craft stuff, I think my husband might hang me for my toenails somewhere. So anyways, this beautiful frame I thought would look wonderful on the cover of a journal with an image behind it. And then pieces like this that she has, you know, you could put on a tag like that, and this is one of Carry the Crafters tags. Or like this piece, you could go all the way down the side of the page, or like go on the bottom of a pocket like that. So just make sure if you snip it that you put glue wherever you snip it, because otherwise the whole thing will unravel. It's just like crochet in that way. So same thing with doilies, any of those kind of old pieces, if you snip them, put glue on the edge or some kind of like no-sew or whatever that would hold that stitch in place so that the whole thing doesn't unravel. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful work. I just love it. Thank you so much, Linda. I'm so pleased that I got over there and got some of that from her. She does beautiful work, and I'm going to keep her card there. I probably will hoard this for a while because that's just the way I am. And then I ordered a beautiful journal from Dee Dee Farrago. Love my Dee Dee. She's on my design team, and she just does beautiful journals. And I'm not going to open this at the moment, or, you know, I did open it and looked at it, but I'm not going to do a flip through because I want you to go watch Dee Dee's flip through of this journal, and I will leave a link in the description box below this video so you can check that out. But she did a lovely journal with, it has 3 signatures. There's one signature here stitched in, another signature in the middle, and then one on this side stitched in, so it opens all out. It's a beautiful journal, so very well made. And then she also made me a little thank you pocket and journaling card, and she does these lovely, she has a video on these little I don't know what you call stickles or whatever that she puts over a circle punch of an image, and then it almost makes it like, you know, a jewelry piece or something to hang off of something so it doesn't get bent. So that's cool. And she sent me some beautiful, I think it must be avocado dye, but there's a manila file folder here that's been dyed. These I think are cabbage dyed envelopes. So nice legal size envelopes here. And they have a little bit of the pink too, so it might be avocado and cabbage. I don't really know how she did them exactly, but beautiful. And then a large one of these folders or envelopes, and then you can fold it this way and it makes a great journal, and you have a big pocket on this side, or you can fold it this way and have the pocket over here. So those are super fun. And then loads of beautiful paper. I mentioned I needed avocado dyed paper, and look, she's so awesome that she sent me some. So thank you so much, Dee Dee. That was awesome. And above and beyond, obviously, thank you, thank you. And then I also got some Happy Mail from, ooh, I don't want to put that up here. I almost did it. Almost did it with the address. From Robyn. Robyn is awesome. She has sent me so many of the textiles that you see me use, doilies, etc., like the ones that were on the cover of the journal that I just did a flip through of. She sent me many of those pieces, and I thank her. She's way too kind. I mean, the first one she had like a school yard sale, and a bunch of stuff just got left with her, and she was just told to take it to Goodwill or whatever, and she sent it to me, so that was already awesome. But now she goes and finds things and sends them to me. She's just too nice for words. So look, it's all kinds of goodies. So I'm going to set this box off to the side and we'll go through it. I just don't want to have it, it's too big for right there. So the first thing I see is lots of strips of paper, so we'll have to figure out something fun to do with these. And they're all the same size, so obviously they've been cut off, you know, something else. And they're, what are they, 11 by 2 3/4 roughly. So yeah, we could do some cool like matchbook type pockets or little notebooks, things like that. So that's fun. And then she got me some cool labels or tags, they say, that they're in the label shapes, but they have the tag hole punch at the top. She did say that they were, she was cleaning out some stuff in her craft room, so that might be where these came from. And then some kind of the ruffled edges on those tags. Those would be fun. And oh, here's another one. These are artist trading cards. I never did get into that a whole lot, but they're great for journals. So you could use those as actual labels or use them on journaling cards or whatever. So those are very cool. Thank you, thank you. She's very naughty. Sends me too many things. So let's see. This is embossable window plastic, which I'm not sure what that is. So let's see if we can figure this out. Embossable window plastic. Okay, so it's sheets of plastic that you can emboss, but these would also be great for making envelope windows. If I could, oh, does this just, yes, see. So really nice because it's all nice and clear and not scratched up like a lot of the stuff that we use for other things. It's still too big, I think. I know, my son's talking to me. We're working on another digi. Here's the envelope. Maybe that'll help.
It's not too big.
Okay, well. And some little doilies. Little tiny doilies. These are awesome. I'm super excited because I'm always looking for the littler ones. The big ones are great, but they're hard to figure out how to use.
So do that later.
Yeah, that's good. And is there enough room on either end? Oh, cool. An embossing folder that's like wood. That's really cool. Thank you. That's going to come in handy for something that I'm working on. Oh, snowflakes. And this is one of the biggie dies. It's too small.
No, it lines up like perfect.
Oh, yeah, that's good. And then some 6x6 papers. Those are very cute. They have a very vintagey feel to them. These are cool. I think this works in just the big shot. I think that'll work. I've never tried one of these with the big dies before, so I don't know. Oh my gosh, right on. She sent me lots of tacky glue because I need that real bad because I am always out of tacky glue. This one has, oh, it's got a toothpick stuck in it. I was like, what is it in there? And then some pink ones of those tags or labels. And a giant thing of tacky glue. So these will all go to use. There's some not in there, but that's totally fine. That's what I use to put the covers on my journals. So I love that. Oh my goodness, Robyn, you're so naughty. Here's another tacky glue. And then fabric. Look at all this fabric, and I love these. This is from Joanne. Has this, like the old Simplicity patterns and stuff. They have ribbon and just all sorts of things. Here's some Christmas fabric. That was a good deal, $2. I never find those deals. But yeah, that'll be fun to play with. Here's some more of the Simplicity pattern. And just a piece of kind of Asian look there. And kitty cats. And more Simplicity. And then this is flowers. Those are fabulous. And more leaf or flowers, yeah. And green ones. Lots of flowers. They're too close together. I'm gonna make him go crazy. He's trying to do something for me on the computer. Alright, and these are some golds. Oh yeah, these are super pretty. These are great, like fall kind of fabrics. Love those. And then some vintage, like embroidery doilies, however you say all these things, but it's a runner. But I love these for covers. She sent me a whole tablecloth before, and it just makes the best covers. I'm sure you guys have seen lots of them if you watch me for a while. Hankies, these are also awesome. I know it sounds really weird, but they're so thin that they tear really easy, and then they're great to layer with. So I know they're old hankies, but as long as they're washed and all that, they just are great for that. And see, these ones are beautiful with the designs on them. Thank you, thank you. And this embroidery is beautiful. That's so pretty. So those will be pretty on a cover, and then this, like these would look great together. They're different, even though they look very similar. And this one is beautiful. And this, what goes with it also, which is cool, because sometimes, you know, they're more cream. This is a little more taupe colored. So those are fun, and you can cut out those like pinwheels. Just remember, like I said, if you're cutting any of these, to put glue at the tips. And I just use my art glitter glue because it's got the small point, and I'll just go right along there and dot wherever I cut. And that way your pieces will stay together and not unravel. And that is another one that would go. Some nice taupe, great for fall journals. These are hankies. Oh, look at the lace on that one. That is great lace. Wonderful, 29 cents. I swear around here they're $2 each for those at least. Little fabric squares all look to be, well, there's Christmas, there's pink, there's roses, so all sorts of things there. They look pretty. I mean, they're not vintage, but they just kind of look. I love these little pink ones. Those are super cool. And the purple and Christmas. So yeah, those are great. Those are great for doing those little edges, you know, like the ones I just did, where you snip it and then sew it along the edge of the paper. That's what those squares are great for. And then another tablecloth. Thank you. This one's wonderful too. Very cool. And a die cut with stamps for Christmas. That's very handy. Candy canes and bows. I have a big bag of Christmas scraps, it says. I'm going to move some of this other stuff out of the way. I'm just kind of putting it back in the box that I got it out of. That helps me for a while figure out who I got what from, until I can figure out where to put everything. And then sometimes things get mixed up and I don't remember where I got them, but I really do try, guys. I really do. It just can be hard. So some fall ribbons. Those are very cool. Very handy for my next journal. I'm doing a fall journal. And then some more of these in the pink. I mean, you could use this side too for the white, or you can cover them. So loads of Christmas scraps. You know, I don't even think I'm going to open it, but you guys can see there's loads of stuff in here all for Christmas. So thank you, Robyn. I so appreciate you, and I appreciate that you sent me all those lovely things. You're far too kind. I just don't even know how you can do it. It's just so very nice of you, and I really do appreciate it, because I really do. I've used many of the things that you've sent, and I appreciate it. So thank you. So, and we're just going to do a little something, because, you know, we're getting kind of out of time, but somebody asked me about these a little envelope tuck, and Gail Agustinelli just did one of these on her channel on Saturday, her Scrappy Saturday thing that she did. But anyways, I'm just going to show you because somebody asked. So if you're bored of that, then obviously you can move on. I just want to make sure, so if people ask about stuff, I want to make sure I help out if they're curious and want to know how to do it. So that's what we're going to do. So what I generally try to do, and you don't have to be exact, but like I'll do one envelope that's like 2.5 inches. And you just take a piece of paper 2.5 inches, and it doesn't matter how long it is because you're not going to use the whole strip anyways. And then you're just going to do like the, you know, the paper airplane fold or whatever up here at the top, if you can fold better than I can. And just try to, you know, make them even. And then I do them a little bit different than Gail, but I mean, it's essentially turns out the same. And I think she originally got this idea from Lorrayne, Girl on the Ridge. I got the idea from Gail. So it's just, you know, whoever you learned it from, basically. So you fold it, I fold it down here. And then I just kind of come up to whatever thickness I want my envelope to be. And I like to make sure, like, I'm going to fold this down and it hits about at saltwood. So I want to make sure I make it longer than that because I don't want my point to come over the end of the envelope. You know, you want your envelope a little bit longer. So I'm going to come about here and do a fold. And it doesn't, like I said, does not have to be an exact amount or anything like that. It just is a rough guesstimate, basically. And then you're just going to fold it up, figure out where you need to cut it. And I would like it to be straight a little bit. So I'm going to cut it, see where it says destroyed here. I want it below that so that it will go under the flap. So I'm going to cut right at the bottom of this sentence. Would this be easier?
Yeah.
And then you're just going to open it up and glue it. If I can find my... See, I had too many bottles of glue here now. Oh, there it is. My art glitter glue. And you just need a little bit to tack it down. It doesn't have to be like every edge kind of thing. And then you're going to glue this piece down. And then we're going to glue this flap down. Like that. And then you'll do one, so this one was 2.5 inches, do one at 2 inches. So like 2.5 inches, 2 inches, and then one at 1.5 inch width. So I'm just talking about the width, I'm not talking about the height. The height can be however you want to do it. You can make them fatter if you want. You can do all different sizes. But I just like to do it that way, a 2.5, a 2, and a 1.5 width. So that you can, you know, there's some variation in them. And then you can stack them up however you want. You can go like that. You can do them like this. You know, you can do all different versions of it. I don't know that I would do, like if you're going to do more, you probably would want to go with 5 if you're wanting to do kind of like a big pocket. But I just don't think it'll come out right. I mean, if you can figure out a way to do it where it looks right, then that totally works. But yeah. So I would just kind of go, put a little glue here, And I probably didn't need to go down as far as I did on it. And then a little, maybe up towards the top stay. And then what you can do on your page is you can have it like this and have a tuck behind it, or, you know, just depending on how you orient them, you could have it a different way. You could have it up at the top of the page and tuck underneath this way. But that's all they are. They're just pieces of book page that's all closed up. They don't open up at all. They stay just like that. And you could make them smaller if you wanted like little tiny ones to put on tags or something. That would be kind of fun to do. So that's one idea. And then I saw another great idea on Scrapbooking with Me. Sorry, I could not think of the name of her channel, but I thought I'd use some scraps and see what I can figure out here. And I'm probably going to do it different than what she had, but that's just how we're going to do it. I gotta go over here and grab my cutter. Sorry, I have stuff all spread out and everywhere because I've been doing multiple projects, and that's what happens. I take stuff downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs. So anyways, so the first piece of paper I'm going to see, do I have 5 inches by 5 inches? Probably not. Ooh, I do. So let's cut it at 5. 5, 5. And then we'll cut another one. Is this one 5? Yay. I know you probably can't see the end of my cutter, but I'm just cutting these in 5 by 5 squares. And I'm using Christmas paper because I'm trying to sort of get some ephemera ready. I haven't made all the tags like Dee Dee's doing for her envelopes, but I do have quite a few of the pockets done. Neither of those are big enough. I'll get another piece that's big enough. I had one here a minute ago. Candy canes on it. I don't know what I did with it though. I kind of want something that goes with those pages too, is the problem. It's not perfect, but it'll work. So we're going to do this one 5 by 5. And you guys may have seen this video too by Eve at Scrapbooking with Me. But if you haven't, it'll be new to you. We're just doing some little envelope things. So if I make them 5 by 5, we need to score at 2. So we put our little corner at 2, see the 2 there, and then there's this little, oh my goodness, like scoreboard. And then you turn it all the way around to the other side, at least this is the way I do it, and score it again at 2. And then you're going to use where you're, if I can remember how to do this, I haven't done this in a while, can you tell? This, where this line comes out, it's going to meet where one of your score lines is, and you're just going to score again right there. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. I don't think I did this right, but we're going to see how it turns out. Because it seems like there's some overlap there. And then we need to figure out where to, card size, paper size. Oh, yeah, we got to cut our corners, that's why. So you're going to line this up again and punch. And then line up the line where you scored and punch. Did I give you the puzzle of the century?
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty good if I did that. Okay, and then we're just going to round these. And we'll do the same thing to this one, and I'm not going to score quite as hard on this one because it, yikes, is a little bit thinner paper, so I don't want to. I'm going to go all the way to the other side. And you can actually do this at the same time. I had just forgotten because it had been so long. I'm going to come to this one. This one. Do my score line. And I'm sure many people have seen this, but this is an envelope punch board if you haven't seen this. And Stampin' Up! Had them for a while. I don't know if they still do. We Are Memory Keepers is another company that makes them. And I think you can get different size ones. I think there's just all manner of these. Okay. No, to tape. Actually, I want it this side first too. Whoa. And go all the way to this side. So you're just like turning it all the way around. Oops. See, I just did that wrong. Were you yelling at me? Okay, what did I do? I needed to go to this side too. Nope, I just totally messed it up even further. Oh my goodness. Should never let me do these things. I turned it too far. You just have to do one side and then do the other side, but I turned it too far. You can always count on me to mess it up somewhere, so. I don't know if this, that probably is big enough. And we'll find something else to do with the other one. Okay, let's try it again. 2. Score. Go to this side. Okay, that was a little better that time. Okay. Just fold these up real quick, and if I, want to, I could ink all inside and or cover it with a different type of paper, however. So I just want to make sure that's going right side up. Never decide which way these go. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it at this moment because I just want to show you what I'm talking about here. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I don't know what I've talked about, what I haven't, because I started doing a video differently and then I didn't like it, so I decided to do my happy mail and all that. So it's always hard to remember what I was talking about. Anyway. Oh, those are supposed to go on the inside. Well, this one's going on the outside. What do you need? Glue?
Scissors.
Oh, scissors. He's working on an envelope for all of us. For the next digi. This is why the glue thing seems so weird, because I wasn't gluing it the right way. So glue them on the inside on the little ones. Okay. And then, oh, I still need that. And I don't know, because I have not tried this. I just saw it on Eve's channel, and you guys may have seen it as well, like I said. So the way I'm going to do it, and I don't know if this is how hers were, but you put all 3 envelopes on a page, right? But I want to make it so that the flaps can tuck in, because I like them to have somewhere to tuck into, but I don't want to make this too long. So I'm going to keep my ruler here, just as a better, I know I've got my guide over there, but I just want to see how much room I can get. I usually do about 5.5, or not 5.5, 8.5 is my page height generally, so I think this is going to be just fine. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so you're just going to glue your envelopes, but don't glue where this flap is going to tuck in. You just want to glue everywhere but there, basically. So I'm going to hold it down and lift up to get my glue on there. It's just a little bit easier. Sorry if I get my head in the way. Because I want to add a turn, but I don't want to glue my flap down, so get my flap out of the way before I glue it down.
It's impossible.
Okay, well maybe if we don't make it so it wraps around, maybe if we just do it so that you could cut it and put it on the other side. It's a mind bender.
It's just not possible without like the exact measurements.
Yeah.
Which you can't get because it's too small.
Okay, so this one I'm going to just put glue not all the way up to where the flap is. So I'm just kind of putting glue, I don't know if you guys can see, just on that corner. So then this tucks in here, maybe, except that now I probably glued it too tight. There we go. Now this one doesn't have something to hold it down, but you could do like a little circle or something like that to hold that one. In fact, let's do I need my punches. Hold on just a minute. A leaf doesn't really work. I guess we'll just do a circle for now. I thought I had a heart somewhere, but I don't know where. So let's do some of this red. This one might be a little bit big, but we're just winging it just to try this out. So I'm just going to glue a little bit on this side of the flap and a little bit on this side of the flap. You guys see that? Maybe just a tiny bit down here. And normally I would like ink everything, as you know, but it doesn't quite meet up entirely, but just really want that bottom part glued down. Let's not glue the flap in there yet, or at all, but definitely not. Ah, she moved it. I'm sure you guys are laughing at me. It's always interesting the first time I do something, that's for sure. Probably shouldn't ever show anybody. But anyway, you could use a smaller circle, would probably be a better idea, but that's the smallest one that I have, so, but I could use a heart or some other type of thing. Okay, so then that goes directly on the page, so then you have your 3 envelopes that open up, and you can put whatever letters or cards or tags or whatever into those, but then you can close them back down. So I thought that was super fun, so that might be an idea to do for, well, any journal, but if you have Christmas scraps and a smaller circle punch for here, that would be definitely beneficial. So yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and thank you so much for joining me today. Sorry it wasn't super exciting, but we had lots of business to attend to, so Anyways, I hope you have a great day and we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye now.